Hi, I'm Philip Brown. I'm the Bearded Math Man, and welcome to Wednesday's Why.
Hi.
As always, with Wednesday's Why, I'll pick a topic and unpack it for you. My hope is that you will increase your conceptual understanding of the thing we're going to talk about today, as well as improve your ability to unpack things on your own. So, let's get started. Welcome to Wednesday's Why, the first edition. What we're going to be talking about today is why this is true. So, first thing I want you to recognize, though, is that this isn't a law or a rule. It's just a consequence of a property, of the properties of logarithms and exponents. It's much like, the reason pugs snort or snore, it's not a law or a rule. They have a short nose. They can't help it.
Paint me like one of your French bulldogs, Jack.
Similarly here, if we can understand the nature of logarithms and exponents, this will be an obvious property. So that's my hope. I'm hoping that by learning how to read math, the nature of this, why this is true, will be clear. So clear, in fact, that you wonder why it's even taught as a rule. Now, the purpose of this video isn't for you to memorize this, because if you memorize this relationship, you can get these problems right easy on a test. You don't have to understand anything. But my hope is that by learning how to read the math and unpack it, you'll be able to apply that skill for future things and avoid a lot of confusion. All right, so let's get started. The first thing I want you to notice is that, the base for the logarithm and the base for the entire expression over here, they're both the letter b, and they are both bases, which means something. Now this larger b, it has an exponent. So what this means is this b is going to be multiplied by itself this many times. That's the first thing you got to recognize. This b will be multiplied by itself this many times. So now let's talk about the exponent. The exponent itself, it's a logarithm, you see? And exponents, they ask a question. They ask a question like this one right here, log base b of x. So this will equal an exponent. It'll equal an exponent that if you multiply b times itself that many times, this would be your answer. So logarithms, they're equal to a number. They're equal to an exponent. They're equal to an exponent such that if you raised the base to that exponent, your answer would be x. That's how logarithms are written. That's what they mean. All right. So b raised to the power of this number, whatever that equals, will equal x. So b raised to this number equals x. Now this number, log base b of x, it says when you raise b to this power, the product is x. When you raise b to this number, whatever this is, the answer is x. See these two things? They mean the same thing. All right, so b to the power of n equals x. Let's talk about logarithms a little bit more so that we can make this crystal clear. Log base b of x is equal to a number. Even though it doesn't say equals, it is equal to a number such that b raised to this power, whatever this number equals, will be x. See, like log base 2 of 8 equals 3 because 2 cubed is 8. So let's put some numbers in here and see if this is true. It is, of course, but log base 5 of 25 equals 2, right? Because 5 squared is 25, and there we go. So this is true because log base 5 of 25 equals 2. So 5 squared is 25. This has been shared with students not to make things confusing and not to give you one more thing to memorize. It's supposed to make life easier. However, it's probably not been taught to you in a way that helps you learn how to read the math, and then it just becomes a little bit, it becomes overwhelming. It's like one extra thing you got to know. It is my sincere hope that through this little exploration, you are better at reading math, and maybe you feel a little empowered to unpack some things like this on your own in the future. If you found this video to be helpful or entertaining whatsoever, you could really help me out. Encourage me to make more by just clicking like, sharing it with your friends, and maybe even subscribing. And for some great math material, you could visit my website, thebeardedmathman.com. Thanks again for watching.